The following is a presentation of ABC's Wide World of Sports, home of the World and U.S. Figure Skating Championships.
Today, one last chance to watch the skaters who will challenge the USA for gold at the upcoming World Championships in Europe's most important event of the year. Once world champion herself, Maria Butirskaya prays she can catch the woman who's taken command of the skating world this season. Her Russian teammate, Irina. Slutskaya has already defeated America's Michelle Kwan this season. A fourth European title would serve her well at Worlds. And the Russian men are in a class of their own. Reigning world champion Alexei Yagudin wants his European title back from his greatest rival, his teammate in name only, Evgeny Plushenko. Plushenko has been absolutely invincible in his charge to the World Championships. The Russians take center stage at the European Figure Skating Championships. From Bratislava, Slovakia, next. Welcome everyone to Bratislava, Slovakia, a country which once helped form Czechoslovakia. We are in the southwest corner of the country on the River Danube as we welcome you inside Andrei Nepola Ice Rink, the best in Europe in all four disciplines, skating for gold today here at the European Figure Skating Championships.
And hi everybody, I'm Terry Gannon. So who will Michelle Kwan, Todd Eldridge, and the rest of the U.S. team face at the upcoming World Championships? Many of the top contenders are skating today here in Bratislava in an event which dates back to 1891. Since then, 129 skaters have won this title, then gone on to win the world title in the same year. It's one of the oldest and most prestigious events in skating. The men take the ice first today, and what a one-on-one matchup we have for you. Many of us have waited for it all season long. The reigning European champion, Evgeny Plushenko, taking on the three-time and reigning world champion, Alexei Yagudin. We welcome in Olympic silver medalist Peter Carruthers right now. And Peter, both are from Russia. They used to train together under the same coach, but now there is no love lost between them whatsoever. The next word they speak to each other may be the first in a long time.
Well, both of these men are great competitors, but hey, I think that's just going to up the level of competition. Evgeny Plushenko comes into the European Championships undefeated. He has been perfect with his quads, or almost perfect this year. 8 out of 9 quads hit in competition, and he was spot on in the short program with a great quadruple toe loop, triple toe loop combination. But the key to his success is the controlled abandon he has within his skating, combined with very good jumping technique. But we have to focus on the first jumping pass in his free skate. He may try the quadruple toe loop, triple loop combination. If he does that, it will truly be historic.
All right, that's Plushenko. What about the man who's won the world title the past 3 seasons, Alexei Yagudin?
Well, Alexei Yagudin really had a rough start in the short program. He had a hard fall on his quadruple toe loop, so that puts him in an uphill battle coming in to the free program. And he's only beaten Plushenko once in the past 2 seasons, but it's where he beat Plushenko that is so important. He did it at the World Championships, picking up his 3rd world title. So Alexei Yagudin is a total gamer. You can't cut him out. It's going to be a fight to the finish.
Maybe the hardest pick all year. Who do you like here?
I'm going to go with Plushenko because I think he's barreling through his jumps and he has a tremendous amount of confidence and speed on the ice.
All right, now the scoring a little bit different here at Europeans because of a qualifying round, which counts for 20% of the overall score. The short program counts for 30% in this free skate, 50% of the total score.
Now the standings after the short program look like this. 3 Russians at the top: Plushenko, Yagudin, and then Alexander Apt, who won the bronze medal in this event back in '98. So here we go. The men's championship on the line in Bratislava. Plushenko takes the ice first. He has not lost all season long. Not only is he the reigning European champion, but when you look at what he has done against Yagudin. He recently beat him at the Russian Nationals once again. He has won that title the past 3 seasons.
Plushenko has 2 quads planned in his free program, 7 triples. He will not hold back. He always has great speed and attack. If he does that difficult combination, it will be first. Here it is, the quadruple toe loop, the triple toe loop, and there a double loop. Great.
So he's been practicing the quad triple triple, but when he just did the quad triple double. Still makes you shake your head,
Yes,
doesn't it?
you don't have to wait long because we will see another quad, and it is right here. Again, the quadruple toe loop, just fantastic.
Evgeny, only 18 years old, from Volgograd, Russia. He's lived in St. Petersburg for a number of years now and trained there. A 2-time world medalist, but a disappointing 4th place last year in Nice. Does he lose you a little bit with his choreography here?
Well, I'll tell you something. It really works for these European judges. It just depends upon what country you're from and what you appreciate as good choreography. But look at this, triple axel, triple toe. He's just so on the money with these jumps. Got a flair for certainly bringing the audience into his performance, but look at the steps in this footwork, changes of direction. That's important. Triple Salchow. Right foot vaults in for the triple Lutz. But what's amazing is he breaks out of the rotation about a foot off the ice, showing how fast he completes that rotation at the top of the jump.
He and Alexei Yagudin, former training partners, as we mentioned, but certainly bitter rivals now. They're not going to hang out after a competition. Remember last year, Peter, you asked him at the European Championships what he had learned from Yagudin. He said nothing.
Of course, that's not true. Yagudin has inspired him to be as good as he is. However, Plushenko is truly an individual when he skates. And there, bent over landing, but you know, he's so strong, he's able to muscle right through it. Look at the flexibility. The judges certainly respect that for a male skater. To see that kind of flexibility, it all adds up within a spin.
Tough to beat.
It's a very strong performance by Evgeny Plushenko. It'll be really a high level that Yagudin has to chase now.
Well, Alexei Yagudin perhaps had the most stirring performance of the season back at Skate Canada in the Grand Prix, but Evgeny Plushenko has been right there throughout the year. He has yet to lose in competition this season, and he just laid down the gauntlet.
2 quads, 7 triples, and a lot of authority and presence while performing that great free skate. Here is the opening combination, the quadruple toe, the triple toe loop, and then on the end of that, a double loop. Great timing throughout. And then this is the quadruple toe loop by itself. He has great ability to get up in the air, extraordinary height, and a nice landing. Amazing. And is he a little pumped up? He knows that he set down a very strong performance.
So Plushenko now waits for his well, he's not waiting. He sees the first set for technical merit. Look at that, a perfect 6.0 included.
And that's on the first mark. Very solid for him. He hit 2 quads. He is being rewarded for those jumps.
All right, he settles back down to take a look now at the presentation marks, and here they are, 2 perfect 6s for presentation.
And the presentation was very strong. The way he utilizes the ice, the choreography, it's the complete, well-balanced program. Very good.
3 perfect 6.0s overall for Evgeny Plushenko, the reigning European champion, who plans on being a world champ later on this season. But remember, the man who's owned that title the past 3 seasons, Alexei Yagudin, is getting ready backstage. He's still to skate here. Welcome back to the European Figure Skating Championships here in Bratislava, Slovakia. The arena here in town is named after Czechoslovakia's greatest skating champion, Andrej Nepola. He skated during the Cold War era. Unfortunately, he would have celebrated his 50th birthday here at these championships, but he died of age-related causes back in 1989. He was a great champion, though. The 72 Olympic gold medalist. He decided not to turn professional after those, wanted to come back and win his 3rd world title right here in Bratislava. Evgeny Plushenko has been brilliant here in the men's championship in Bratislava. Now it is up to Stanik Jeanette of France. Bit of a surprise in 4th place after the short program, trying to medal at Europeans for the first time.
His music, concerto for violin. Stanik has pushed the envelope with his choreography. Notice the style that he carries throughout, telling a story as he skates. He will also attempt the quad right there and only a double. You can see the difference in the attack. You have to not only get up in the air, but really pull the arms and legs in to create the rotation. If you chicken out, no chance. Triple axel,
wow.
Double toe loop, nice timing there.
Jeanette, the surprise winner of the French National Championships last season. He followed that up with another gold medal this season. 7th in the world last year, but he finished 9th at European, so he's already really improved on that performance here. Started skating at the age of 8. when doctors recommended that he pick up the sport because of turned-in feet. Actually, you see a lot of Europeans that started skating because they were advised by doctors as children when perhaps they weren't that healthy to pick up skating, and they've gone on to compete in the sport. Jeanette's been wildly inconsistent throughout the season, though. In the Grand Prix, he came in 9th at the Nations Cup competition in Germany, and then 2nd in Trophy La Ligue.
Triple axel, forward takeoff. Nice landing. He was so determined to hang on to that. He's got good spins, and he always approaches the spins with different positions, showing originality. Been on and off with the jumps a little bit, doing some doubles in there, back on a nice triple sow cow there, and then a good triple toe loop there. So mounting a charge toward the end of his program. This unusual position, back sit spin right there, dropping over to the side. Hard to do, and the judges appreciate that. I appreciate his innovation. He had some trouble with the jumps, but he is a different looking skater on the ice with the positions he gets into within the choreography, so that is interesting.
There's a large contingent of French fans here in Bratislava. So you can hear the crowd right now, most of them on their feet for Stanik Jeanette, the two-time and reigning French champion, trying to medal here at Europeans.
Here's the quad attempt. Remember how good Plushenko was. What happens to him is he gets up in the air and chickens out, bails on the rotation, so we only see a double. And then he starts off with the triple axel, 3.5 revolutions, that was fine, and then a double toe loop right after that. Good timing there. And pretty psyched to have that free program behind him.
Stanik with his coach, Yagudin, well known in the international circles. Now the first set for technical merit. Here they are, Peter.
Well, he can't catch Yagudin and Plushenko. It would take a miracle for that.
Because of the qualifying round, remember they're scoring a little bit different here at Europeans. We've seen that too at the Worlds and a couple other competitions. Presentation marks 5.5 up to 5.8. So right now, Stanik Jeanette in second place behind Evgeny Plushenko. Well, getting ready to go, Alexei Yagudin, the three-time world champion, will try to top the effort of his Russian teammate next. Back in Bratislava, and a look at Roland Square, the center of town here. This area has been a marketplace, a site for executions, and of course, you see all of these sculptures here of men at work. You got to watch where you walk in this part of town in Bratislava. Don't forget, our coverage of the World Figure Skating Championships comes your way March 24th at 9 Eastern. Michelle Kwan, Maria Butirskaya, Irina, the best in the world, squaring off in Vancouver. right here on ABC Sports, March 24th. Meanwhile, there's a man who will definitely figure prominently at the World Championships. He has met the moment so many times. Last year at Europeans, though, was not one of those moments, and he is hoping that history does not repeat itself here in Bratislava. They have been pushing each other for the past 4 seasons. At last year's Europeans, the stage was set for another dramatic showdown. Yagudin would skate immediately following Plushenko. Plushenko took the ice and skated a powerful, near-perfect routine. The unfortunate draw totally unnerved Yagudin.
When I saw the crowd and when I heard how he did and when I heard the marks, and I was destroyed completely.
Yagudin could not overcome his nerves. He skated extremely well, but with one glaring mistake, his European title was gone just like that. Today, though, he says he's a better skater because of the rivalry.
Of course, he helps me a lot, and I think from my side, I also do the same. Like I push him and he pushed me all the time.
Last year, Plushenko was undefeated going into the Europeans. The same is true this year, and they are set to go again.
He's got a mountain to climb once again at the European Championships. Alexei Yagudin, who won this title in '98 and in '99, lost it last year. Here's the 3-time and reigning world champion. When the lights go on, you can never count him out. He is a gamer.
Skating to the music from the motion picture Gladiator. In order to beat Plushenko, he has to be more than good. He has to be great. Just like Plushenko, he'll open up with the quad. Here it is, quadruple toe loop, double, triple toe loop. That's incredible.
Perfect. Years old, from St. Petersburg, Russia. He's lived in the U.S. for the last couple of seasons, though. Plans to stay. He's got his green card. He wants to make the United States home.
Now here is the second quadruple toe loop. And just leaning on the landing, not as good as the first one.
Can he still win?
If he just lights it up with the passion that we can see him bring into a performance, I'd say it's still possible. But right there, now it's over. Single axle. That was supposed to be a triple axle.
Last year, he had so many problems on and off the ice, mostly off the ice throughout the year. There weren't many who were picking him to win another world title in Nice, but he did just that. He'll be going for 4 in a row in Vancouver. That has only been done 3 times in the modern era. By Dick Button, Hayes Jenkins, and Scott Hamilton.
Triple flip. Nice speed coming out on that landing. And now, once again, he's going to go for the triple axle. Triple toe loop. What an amazing thing. Triple loop, perfect into a butterfly, back sit spin. minutes. He's digging deep. But watch this incredible intensity here at the end of the program with this footwork step. That's the passion that I love about his skating.
Well, he made the mistakes, but that's a powerful skater right there. He and Elvis Stoico have to be the two most powerful skaters on the scene right now, don't you think, Peter?
Alexei Yagudin came out here and really met the challenge, but he had some errors in there. But he gained momentum at the end of the program. That was outstanding. Yes, Elvis Stoico, Alexei Yagudin, two powerhouses in the sport of figure skating, at least as far as the men are concerned. A strong performance.
The three-time world champion taking it in from the fans here in Bratislava, Alexei Yagudin.
Here's the first quadruple toe loop, triple toe combination. Great height in the air, great rotation. Just what he needed to start the program off on the right foot. And then the next quad deteriorated a little bit. He started to lean on the landing right there. Didn't put the hand down though. So that was an accomplishment in itself. And then this, a single axle that hurt him or will hurt him with the scores. Alexei Yagudin showing just how high up in the air he gets on this triple Lutz. Great rotation, good position with the shoulders, and a lot of excitement coming out of that. Terrific.
His coach, Tatiana Tarasova, on the left side of the screen. Now the marks for technical merit, 5.6 up to 5.9.
You know, Terry, if he had not had that single axle in the program and the bent over quad, I think he would have beaten Plushenko, but those little mistakes took away.
Now the presentation marks. A 5.8, the rest 5.9s. Actually a couple of first place ordinals from the judges, but the majority putting Evgeny Plushenko in first place. Yagudin has to settle for second. The men's final results from Bratislava. Plushenko wins the gold once again. Alexei Yagudin came back strong in the second half of his program, but he settles for the silver. And it's Stanik Jeanette, the surprise bronze medal winner from France. Right now, the winner is standing by with Peter Carruthers. Peter?
Congratulations, Evgeny Plushenko, your second European title. We saw 7 triples, 2 quads. How does this set you up for the World Championships?
So I skated today so good, and I did everything clean. In the world, I try my best, and maybe I jump another quad and quad salto.
Wow, what about that great combination that you do in practice? You do the quadruple toe, triple toe, and we've seen you do the triple loop. Might we see that in the near future?
I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
We know you can do it. Well, congratulations and good luck at Worlds. Terry?
All right, Peter, thank you. Right now, let's take a look at our MCI WorldCom winning moment from these championships. No surprise here, the defining moment of Evgeny Plushenko's free skate. The quad, triple, double combination. And as we said, he's been working on a quad, triple, triple. That might make him very hard to beat at the upcoming World Championships in Vancouver. And the Russian rivalry continues. 2 of the top ladies in the world have arrived here in the building. Maria Butirskaya, the '99 world champion. She has won this title twice, and she has met many times over the years with Irina, who is the reigning gold medalist here at Europeans and undefeated coming into this event. The top ladies skate a little bit later. Coming up next, though, the ice dancers and another rivalry between the French and the Italians. Ice dancing is next after this message and a word from our ABC stations. We could witness a changing of the guard in the world of ice dance today in Bratislava. Terry Gannon, Peter Carruthers back inside Andre Nepola ice rink here. Our coverage of the European Figure Skating Championships continuing right now. Heading into the free dance, it's Barbara Fusser-Poli and Maurizio Margaglio of Italy, the world silver medalist, in the lead over Marina Anasina and Gwendal Pézera from France, the reigning world champions. Peter, that would be a major upset.
It'll be more like a volcanic eruption in the dance world. Now for Anasina and Pézera, they actually had some third-place ordinals in the original dance, so they really have to come from behind here. They're going to perform to Beethoven's Last Night. It's a difficult program, but sometimes their choreography gets away from them. Their challenge is to keep the unison going and display good presence throughout.
We could see some history being made today, too, because no Italian dance team has ever won the gold medal at the European Championship. Fusser-Poli and Margaglio trying to do just that.
And to add to that, the Italians have never beaten the French. They're going to skate to Romeo and Juliet. Like the French, they have difficult choreography. The focus is to stay relaxed and keep their timing, not rush, because if they do, they could win, and for the reason you just mentioned, they could make history.
Their first meeting of the season right here in Bratislava, set to go. The free dance, 4 minutes in length, 50% of the overall score. Fusser-Poli and Margaglio in the lead over Anasina and Pézera. Ready to take the biggest steps of their careers. Barbara Fusser-Poli, Maurizio Margaglio from Italy. They have yet to lose on the season coming into the European Championships. Perfect in their Grand Prix events. They won the Italian National Championships with a number of 6.0s there. Here they go.
The music, Romeo and Juliet. They can do between 5 and 7 dance lifts. Here's one of them. Good speed.
They have moved up in the past couple of seasons more than most fans or experts thought possible in the world of ice dance. Just last year at Cup of Russia, they overtook Born in Kratz, the world bronze medalist 4 times over, and now they're challenging for the top spot in the world, taking on the world champions.
good coverage across the ice. They accelerate well.
They don't lack for emotion, do they?
No, and that's what they bank on, is the expression and the passion that they have within their skating. Changes of position, dance hold, steps. Difficult because a slight trip could really cost them. And that went by very fast. They've skated well. They're in the lead. They now just have to wait for the scores to see if they can hold on to the lead. But of course, the French are going to press them and push hard. They refined their steps in the free dance coming into this competition to try to make the free dance stronger.
And the crowd was into it from the get-go. Maybe the most important performance of their careers. Butirskaya and Margallo trying to win the first gold medal in ice dance ever for Italy.
This is very difficult to keep controlled because she could spin away from him at any moment. Her balance is perfect as she does this spin on her left foot, balancing with the right. And this is the final dance lift in the program. Very secure. Glad to have the whole program behind them at this point.
Now they received a perfect 6.0 for presentation in the original dance here. Here's the first set of marks, Peter.
These are very solid marks. Of course, some 5.7s in there, definitely leaving room on the first mark.
And now the second set for presentation, some 5.8s, the rest 5.9s. Those are awfully good, but there is some room for the world champions. Don't count them out yet. Anasina and Hazara are next.
The International Skating Union, the sports federation that governs figure and speed skating worldwide. With a membership of more than 50 countries, the ISU is responsible for the technical control and the direction of the world's most important skating events. The International Skating Union, bringing you grace, power, speed, and champions since 1892.
Back with a look at Bratislava Castle. More than 1,000 years old, the Celts and the Romans once occupied this hill high above the river Danube, and Napoleon's men once burned it to the ground. Well, next Saturday, skating of a different variety here on ABC. Chris Whitty, Casey Finch-Randolph, among the fastest skaters from around the globe, competing in the World Sprint Speed Skating Championships next Saturday, 2 Eastern, 3 Pacific, here on ABC Sports. Well, the question right now is whether the world champions can scramble their way back to the top. Marina Anasina, Gwendal Hazara won a world title in Nice last year, and they also won the European Championship, but they find themselves in second place behind the Italians. Here's their free dance.
Has tremendous knees in that he skates way down on them. That's tiring. This is their diagonal footwork. But you can see how hard it is with the turns.
first meeting all season between the French and the Italians. 1-2 at Worlds last season. There have been murmurs all season long that Anasina and Pesara needed to take it up a notch to retain that place. That's proven true so far here in Bratislava.
Nice edges, deep flowing edges. Smooth through this section and watch him go down. Back shoot the duck up into a full extension. She will support his weight. That's always a crowd favorite. It's the unison, though, slightly off there. Into the program. We must watch to see if they can really stay together here. Disaster.
There goes the title.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's gone out the door. But it all has to do with how hard this is. They just can't keep up with the difficult choreography. And now they've lost the European title. Because in ice dancing, when you fall like that, it's such a glaring error.
3 minutes and 50 seconds or so into a 4-minute program for the gold medal. They're rolling along, and then they fall. That's incredible.
Very unfortunate. But she manages to smile through all of that.
But I think they know it by the looks on their faces. Anasina and Pesara will head to the kiss and cry area to find out their fate here at the European Championships, and it may be silver, not gold, for the world champions.
Marina and Gwendol had such a good one going in this free dance until they had that fall. But this is always an audience favorite, and you have to have great strength and balance. Watch as Marina will support all of Gwendol's weight. There's not any rotation here, but it's very dramatic to see. And then, as I mentioned, this choreography is tough. It did indeed get away from them at the end of the program. Right there, their blades click, and Marina starts to fall backwards. And then Gwendol falls backwards. They have a huge tumble, very unfortunate in this free dance. Again, those feet coming together, as soon as that happens, it just brings you to a dead stop and throws you off your feet. A huge fall, really unprecedented to see in ice dancing, but when it happens, it's awful.
And that was a fall that they were not able to get up from easily. Now the first set of marks for technical merit, and those are quite a bit below those that we have seen.
Well, not to belabor the point, they know that that mistake has cost them, and there's just nothing they can do about it. Gwendol just can't believe it.
And the second set now for presentation, 5.7 up to 5.9. A somber reaction from the world champs. For the first time in their careers, Barbara Fusar-Poli, Maurizio Margaglio defeat their French rivals, and they'll stand on the top step of the podium here at the European Championships, the first gold medal in this event ever for Italy. Anasina and Pesara drop to the silver medal level, and the bronze medal for the second time in 3 years goes to Irina Lobacheva and Ilya Averbuk of Russia. Right now, Peter Carruthers has made his way over to have a word with the champions. Peter?
Well, there's got to be a huge celebration in Italy right now. Barbara, when you started skating, did you ever think that you were going to make skating history for your country?
We say just before skating, we said, me and Maurizio, skate well because we're ready. That's it. We want to just skate well in every competition. That's our goal.
Now, what does this mean to you going into the World Championships?
I think it will be a great thing, another fight against those wonderful couples, and I think it's a privilege for us to be on the top of those couples.
Did you feel there was a tremendous amount of pressure, though?
The pressure was all week long, but I think we were more ready than last year to manage it. So we were very, very ready with our mind, and we're ready to fight from the first practice until the last free dance, and that's what we did it.
Well, fight you did, and good luck at the World Championships.
Thank you very much. Grazie. Ciao a tutti gli italiani d'America. Ciao.
Oh.
Abbiamo vinto noi. Ciao.
Back to you, Terry.
Peter, you can hear the vino being uncorked back in Milan as we speak. As far as Anasina and Pesara, they had won 11 straight major championships coming into this event. The last time they tasted defeat was the '99 World Championships, but they finally know that feeling once again. Right now, they're standing by with Peter.
Okay, Terry. Irina, you had such a good program going, but then the fall. Can you take us through what happened there?
We don't know what it's happened. We need to see in the video because we were surprised too.
Take a look at the monitor.
I think it's just a question of timing and rotation. We missed a little bit of rotation, so Marina gets stuck just behind me. I just understand it now. It's just a question of, I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 degrees of rotation that we're missing. So it's just, we know that we push ourselves always to the limit, and we want to carry on with this, because without that kind of spirit, you won't progress. So we still want to progress, and we will push to the limit all the time.
Well, we wish you luck at the World Championships.
Thank you.
Thank you. Terry, back to you.
All right, Peter, thank you. They're down, but certainly not out. We'll see these two meet once again, the French and the Italians. Of course, at the World Championships in Vancouver, our coverage begins here on ABC Sports March 24th. Well, up next from Bratislava, we'll take a look at the pairs competition featuring the 2-time world champions from Russia, Yelena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikaridlidze, taking the ice in a building that produced one of the most unforgettable moments in pairs history. At the 73 World Championships, Irina Rodnina, Alexander Zaitsev on the ice. Jim McKay and Dick Button were there.
And I believe something has happened. Their music has stopped. They must be on a tape, and the tape must have broken. Of course, it's not necessary for them to continue skating, but they have chosen to do so. They are not giving up. No matter what it is, they are not taking the chance that they will not have the opportunity to win. They're going to skate if it kills them, and that's what they're doing.
Well, you're watching something that has never happened before in the World Figure Skating Championship. I listen to the crowd.
I've never seen an audience do this. I've never seen people refuse to give up under this kind of a situation. Look at this a standing ovation.
Crowd on its feet, that's right.
The victory on the day the music stopped in Bratislava.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Speed Pass. Today's way to pay. It's free from mobile.
In the pairs competition here in Bratislava, Yelena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikaridlidze entered having already won 2 European titles. Last year's gold medal, however, was later stripped because Yelena tested positive for a banned cold medicine. So they entered this event looking to regain the top spot. Here's how Peggy Fleming, Peter Carruthers, and I called their championship free skate.
They're skating to the soundtrack from the classic movie City Lights, starring Charlie Chaplin. Opening with side-by-side triple toes. Very nice. Good speed. She had problems on that double axel.
But look how quickly they accelerate. So smooth.
They've been living in the U.S. the past few years. They live and train in Hackensack. And they mentioned after the fall in the short program that there are smaller rinks here in Europe than they're used to training on in the U.S. They said that was the major factor.
Oh, that is just incredible. That throw triple Salchow gets so much height and so much distance. Look at the stretch. This is what they're really known for, these beautiful extensions.
This is a wonderful section here.
They really portray the characters very well. They said they watched all the Charlie Chaplin movies that they could, and Anton said it helped him understand emotion and try to copy some of the little moves that he's famous for.
Watch this somersault right up into the press lift. Nice.
Now coming up is this throw triple loop that they have had trouble in. She fell on it in the short program.
Not in the free.
Oh boy, that was beautiful.
Peggy, it's like 22 feet long, 25 feet long. Huge throw.
This is beautiful. The transition move there. And that forward inside death spiral. That was exquisite.
It's exquisite. Since we're in a competition, they have won the European Championships with that performance. They had a wonderful theme. The difficulty was there. They connect with each other while they're skating and the audience. We got a great show.
We sure did. They are so beautiful.
Back to World Championship form.
for Berezhnaya and Sikrid-Liza. Without question, you know, they've won the last couple of seasons. This year they came in second at Skate Canada, but they haven't been as dominant. On this day, they're dominant again. The scores for Yelena and Anton as they rate 5.7 to 5.9 for technical merit. Tamara Moskvina, the legendary Russian coach, alongside. Now for presentation, 5.9s and a perfect 6.0. Officially, this is their second title because last year's was later taken away. Topmianina and Marinin finished with the silver. It's the first time they stand on the podium here at Europeans. And Abitbol and Bernadise, their fourth bronze medal in their careers. Berezhnaya and Sikrid-Liza, once again the gold medalist of the European Championships. Much more to come from Bratislava. The ladies are next. Maria Butirskaya, the '99 world champion, takes on Irina Slutskaya right after this message and a word from our ABC station. Irina Slutskaya is the exuberant 21-year-old with infinite energy and a smile that fills an arena. She is also the reigning European champion. Maria Butirskaya is the elegant 28-year-old veteran who continues to refute the critics and refuses to be swept aside by the younger generation. Two skaters from the same hometown whose lives and careers have been inevitably linked, and together they've owned the European title for the past 5 years. Their storied Russian rivalry continues today, and only one can wear gold. Back in Bratislava, Slovakia, and a look at the Slovak National Theater, one of the main cultural attractions here, and the ice rink down below is always crowded during the wintertime here. And back inside the Andrei Nepola ice rink, now a large enthusiastic crowd on hand as we continue with our coverage of the 2001 European Figure Skating Championships, the final group of ladies out on the ice for their free skate. Hi again, everybody. Irina Slutskaya, Maria Butirskaya, names that along with Michelle Kwan are recognized as the top skaters in the world right now. This particular rivalry has produced a world championship and 8 Russian national gold medals in the last 9 years. In fact, prior to 1996, no Russian woman had ever won the European title. Since then, no one else has skated away with a gold medal in this event. These two skaters have changed the landscape that much here in Europe. And Peggy, this matchup today, Maria Butirskaya has a lot of work to do if she's going to come from behind and win. She's in second right now.
Well, Terry, when you have a competitor on your heels, it brings out the best in both of you. But that pressure also can bring out the nerves. And that's exactly what happened in the short program to Maria Butirskaya, who took a very hard fall on a critical required element. Maria's nerves have always been an issue for her, and now it will be very difficult for her to overtake Irina Slutskaya. Last year, I thought Slutskaya made enormous improvements in her artistry, but this year's free skate, I think, is a step backwards for her. Maria has a much better package overall, but for her to win, she will have to skate absolutely clean and hope that Irina falters.
Got to hit all the jumps just to have a chance. Peter, what about the recent matchups between the two? It's been Irina Slutskaya who's had the edge. She's won 6 of the last 7 meetings with Butirskaya.
Well, you just can't count out Butirskaya. She is tough as nails. In fact, after the Russian Nationals, where she placed 3rd, she went home, went over to the Olympic Stadium. That's the home of the Moscow Dynamo Hockey Club. And she would perform her competition program in between periods of the hockey game to try to get ready for the European Championships. And the Europeans are important because 36 countries come here and only one champion comes out. When I skated, I always wanted to know who's going to win the Europeans, because ultimately you would face off with these folks at the World Championships. So I think Michelle Kwan might be looking over her shoulder to see who wins this ladies' event.
No doubt about that. Here are the standings heading into the free skate right now. Irina Slutskaya with a solid lead. Then Butirskaya in second. Another Russian young lady in third, 18-year-old Victoria Volchkova. Not only trying to medal here, but also still make the Russian World Championship team. And it is the '99 world champion who steps onto the ice right now, the 28-year-old from Moscow, Maria Butirskaya. She won a couple of times in the Grand Prix Series this season, but lost to Irina Slutskaya at the NHK Trophy in Japan. She also lost
at the Russian national championships. In fact, she came in 3rd in those nationals.
And she's skating to the music, 17 Moments in Spring. It's a Russian movie soundtrack.
She has 7 triples planned. And we must watch for the triple flip. That is the jump she fell on in the short program.
And this is that opening combination, triple Lutz, triple toe she has planned. There's the triple Lutz, a little two-footed and did a double toe.
Kind of slow on that.
And the jump coming up, the triple flip, is what she fell on in the short program. She's very determined to do it well here. Nice smooth landing.
Determination may be the word you use most when describing Maria Butirskaya. Well-known story that she was told by her federation at one point to give up skating. She had no future in it. And Peter, I think what you had just talked about, going to a hockey game and skating in front of an audience at the age of 28, having won a world championship, it's pretty impressive.
Trying to settle her nerves.
And now coming up is her triple combination, triple toe. Half loop, triple sow cow.
Oh, what a hard fall. Just leaning so stiff on the landing.
She looked like she did not have enough speed and glide to that edge for a good takeoff on that back inside edge takeoff on the triple sow cow. Disaster. And now triple Lutz. And she was leaning on that too.
She doesn't do anything halfway, does she? When she falls, she goes down hard.
At times,
she goes for it.
European champion in 98 and 99.
Now this triple loop.
Just so off her game. These nerves coming in. She's tensing up.
Peggy, she's got over a minute left in her program. How do you get through something like this?
Well, she's got to just forget what's happened, you know, and try to save it from here. But she has a look on her face right now that she's, you know, she knows it was a disaster. Now she has planned a triple loop here. She is so determined
to come back like that.
This is what Maria Butirskaya is all about.
What a shame. She has such a wonderful feminine quality within her skating, but for a world champion, I've never seen anyone, male or female, fall so awkwardly. She changes her jumping technique because she gets so nervous.
Well, back to the hockey rink. What an unfortunate performance here at Europeans. Maria Butirskaya, 99 world champion, twice the European champion, but not today.
And here is Maria's triple combination, this triple toe, nice, good lift, good turning in the air, nice and straight. This half loop, And this is where she gets into trouble with this triple sow cow. And watch her leaning in the air, but most important, that wrap on that free leg. That's what threw her off. To undo that wrap, it was just too hard for her to check out and land that jump. And here was the triple loop that she did. It was a nice takeoff, but up in the air she starts to lean, and it really is not a very efficient way to rotate in the air to do a triple jump, and she could not check out that landing, and it was a nasty fall.
Yeah, you watch her, it's really hard not to cheer for her at times. The toughness, you just have to admire, but this was one of those days. First set of marks now, technical merit marks, 5.2 up to 5.6.
Oh, it was such an unfortunate performance. She did land 4 clean triples, but terrible falls.
Yeah, presentation
really
marks, 5.5 up to 5.7.
I think it's just such a mental game with her. If she can just get those nerves under control, she'll be fine, but not here.
She's in first right now, but much more to come. Victoria Volchkova, the 18-year-old in third place after the short program, is next. The ladies free skate underway here in Bratislava. Victoria Volchkova, 18 years old, from St. Petersburg, Russia, the two-time European bronze medalist, in third place after the short program, trying to stand on the podium here. And remember, she is still trying to make the Russian world team.
And she has a great sense of freedom in her skating. Very natural. Opening double axel. Very nice. And now her first combination triple Lutz, triple toe is what she has planned.
This usually is her best jump because she gets such great height, good rotation. Look at that.
And a double toe, but done very well.
She really had to scramble in the short program to get back into this thing. She was in 5th place in her qualifying group. Remember, there are 3 rounds to this event here in Bratislava. Jumped up to 3rd place overall, and now with Maria Butirskaya's disappointing performance, she can threaten for the top, or at least the silver medal.
Oh, timing.
Yeah. Now this triple loop, this back outside edge takeoff. Very nice. Good rotation in the air. Very calm, very fluid on the ice. Triple Lutz.
No, she's changing up. She's doing the triple.
Double flip.
Yep, that's changing her program, trying to get that triple flip in that she missed in the beginning.
It's usually not a good idea to change things.
She's
also been a bit under the weather. She had the flu for a week and a half and was off the ice for a few days. Still feeling the effects, she said, here in Bratislava. So you wonder towards the end of the program if fatigue will be a factor.
A little sloppy on these transitions in this combination spin.
That's too bad. I think that was a mistake to try to change up the program because she got confused after that and she really didn't go for it at the ending.
Well, when you train, you try to go through your routine so that it becomes muscle memory, so you don't have to think about what comes next. When you break up that thought and that focus, I think that's where you can go wrong.
She's always had tremendous potential. Big things expected of her. Just starting to realize that now. Twice she's won the bronze medal here, trying to do better than that today.
And this was the beginning of her program, this triple Lutz. Beautiful spring in the air. Real nice control, good speed on the landing, going into the double toe, following it. It was what she does best. She says that's the easiest triple of all of them for her. And this was her triple flip early in the program where she just totally opened out. She didn't get a good hook on the ice for that takeoff.
Overall, she's got to be pretty happy with this performance, though, in terms of what she had done coming in. The first set of marks now for technical merit, 5.1 all the way up to 5.7.
It's amazing to think that the triple Lutz is her best jump. The hardest jump is the triple axel, and just under that is the triple Lutz, but the end of the program really hurt her.
Absolutely.
And now for presentation, again, 5.1 up to 5.7 the range. So Victoria Volchkova, well, she's in second place overall at this point.
And backstage, Maria Butirskaya just finding out that she does have the lead for the moment, but she has to wait to watch Irina Slutskaya skate in a little bit. Back with a great nighttime view of Bratislava Castle. After a devastating fire in 1811, it was rebuilt. Bratislava, by the way, was once the capital of the Hungarian Empire. Well, a reminder, we're with you from Vancouver on March 24th. We begin our coverage of the World Figure Skating Championships with the Ladies Championship at 9 Eastern. You can follow all the action online at ESPN.com. Keyword ABC Sports.
It's Maria Butirskaya who has the lead here in the ladies free skate for the moment, but there is a lot of room for movement as Yelena Lyashenko from Ukraine takes the ice. She's in 5th place after the short program. She won the bronze medal at Europeans back in '95.
And she's skating to Piano Concerto in A minor by Edward Grieg. This was her last year's program, so she knows this very well. And the program was designed to bring out more emotion in her skating. She's opening with the triple Lutz, double toe right here. Very nice.
Every year her confidence has been gaining, and there's such an opportunity right now.
It's been gaining perhaps, but she had her best results years ago. Mentioned the '95 bronze medal at Europeans. She came in 6th in the world in '94. Last year 10th. 24 years of age from Kiev.
Now triple flip.
Oh, gee.
Very tentative on the preparation for the takeoffs. This jump coming up, this triple loop. She's had a lot of trouble on this jump. Back outside edge takeoff.
And was that on such a tight circle?
Oh, yes, and just such a long preparation. She should go maybe more with the rhythm of her skating.
Too much time to think about it.
Well, if you look ahead to the World Championships, as Peter mentioned, Michelle Kwan looking over her shoulder, Sarah Hughes, the rest, looking better and better for the American skaters.
I think so.
Considering how strong nationals were.
No one has stood out here at Europeans yet. Irina Slutskaya still to skate, though.
Triple Salchow. Much better. Nice rhythm, good speed on that. Again, this triple lutz. She has many of the habits that Oksana Bayul has. This hesitation right there before the takeoff.
That one
she
worked.
pulls it off.
Sometimes when you're tired at the end of the program, you're more relaxed and your muscles work better. And that was the case there.
Triple flip that she opened up on earlier on in the program.
You never did this.
Skaters have done this. I can't believe this. Adding things in as they missed them earlier on. But at least she was successful at it.
A night at the Improv isn't working. Stick with your program is the message from Peggy Fleming.
Absolutely. Here,
and Peter Carruthers. I'll throw one in too. Yelena Lyashenko of Ukraine in 5th after the short program, trying to move up here with the effort in the free skate. And getting ready to go, Irina Slutskaya. She has won this title 3 times. She goes after number 4 in just a moment. She's the leader after the short program. Well, it was here in Bratislava in 1973 that America's Janet Lynn had one final chance to win an elusive world gold medal. Ironically, she fell in the newly created short program, which was expected to help her, as compulsory figures would no longer count for an enormous 60% of the overall score. Gold was gone, but not her spirit. She came back with a strong free skate. She was one of America's greatest skaters ever, but she never won a world or Olympic title. We're back after this message and a word from our ABC station.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Speed Pass. Today's way to pay. It's free from mobile.
Leading a strong U.S. team at the upcoming World Championships, it is Michelle Kwan. In Vancouver, she will be going for her 4th world title. Along with her, the 15-year-old U.S. silver medalist Sarah Hughes and the surprise bronze medalist from the national championships, Angela Nikodinov. That is your U.S. team for the ladies. For the men, Timothy Gable, the quad king, who recently won his first gold medal at the national championships. And Todd Eldridge will be back in Canada, where he won his only world title back in 1996. In pairs, Ina and Zimmerman, Scott and Dulabon, your team, Lang and Chernyshев, Belbin and Augusto in ice dance, your world championship team for the Americans. Meanwhile, the ladies' free skate continues here in Bratislava. Butirskaya, Volchkova, and Lyashenko, your top 3, as we are down to one final skater here. And it is Irina Slutskaya, the reigning Russian national champion. She has won this title 3 times throughout her career. She has also medaled 3 times at the World Championships. And she takes the ice here in the free skate, looking for her 4th gold medal as the leader after the short program, although she has been battling a severe cold as of late.
And I think her best quality is that she has this uncomplicated free spirit in her skating. And I think that natural spring in her jumps are tremendous. She's skating to Don Quixote. And her opening jump, very difficult combination, triple Lutz, triple loop. Oh, and she opened up.
Close to the boards.
By the way, Yelena Lyashenko received marks ranging from 5.0 to 5.6 overall, so she is in 3rd place right behind Victoria Volchkova right now.
And now this other combination, triple Salchow, double loop. So she is having problems also. Triple Lutz.
Oh.
And she did a double.
Falling off.
Uncharacteristic for Irina to be doing this. She's usually such a strong jumper.
Does it become contagious sometimes?
I don't know. Maybe it's in the air.
Might be.
Now this triple loop. Very nice. Unusual takeoff from those back 3 turns. This is where she has improved over the years, her upper body. I would love to see her point her toe more and get more stretch. Now watch this spiral sequence. I think on a scale from 1 to 10, I think this rates like a 3 compared to the U.S. skaters with Michelle Kwan and Sarah Hughes' spirals.
Where they have paid so much attention to the detail.
And that's what it comes down to at this level, is those details.
That is such an unusual takeoff. She's successful, but a very bed-free leg on the 3-turn.
That beautiful spring in the air.
That's all you need.
Now another triple Lutz she threw in instead of a double axel she had planned. Triple toe. And there she threw in the double axel.
She's in good shape, though, because she's really attacking this, and she has a very relaxed look on her face, meaning she's in her comfort zone.
And this is her final combination spin. One of her best spins. She has good speed, good transitions in between these moves.
That's the last thing you see, is that very impressive spinner. I think no matter what happens to Slutskaya, the spinning she has does give her an edge, because we don't see other ladies spin with so many combinations.
That was a nice, strong ending. She landed 5 clean triples in this program, which was very successful compared to all the skaters before her.
It will be enough to win.
Well, she's beaten her Russian rival, Maria Butirskaya, 6 of the last 7 times they have met. This might be number 7 and number 4 in terms of European titles. Back with their marks in a moment. Welcome back to Bratislava as the folks walk through Roland Square. In the Old Town section of this old city, a number of fine restaurants and night spots right in this area, as well as a meeting place, too. Well, next Saturday, ABC Sports brings you athletes with a different talent on the ice. U.S. skaters Chris Whitty and Casey Fitz-Randolph among the fastest skaters from around the globe at the World Sprint Speed Skating Championships next Saturday at 2 Eastern, 3 Pacific.
Irina Slutskaya now awaiting her marks. Hard to wipe the smile off of her face all week long. She really enjoys competing.
Slutskaya is known for her triple-triple combination. She did 2 at the Grand Prix finals last year, but here, this is the triple Salchow. She wanted a triple loop right there, but it was only a double. Still no deduction, just less rotation. And the triple Lutz, good spring, gets into the air, tight rotation, arms coming out, leg going back to stop the rotation. Very fluid.
In the short program, she was a unanimous #1 choice by the judges. Let's see what happens here. First set for technical merit, 5.5 to 5.8.
Fairly good marks for her. She knows she can do better with her jumps, and that will reflect in the first mark.
And now for presentation, the second set. There they are, 5.6 up to 5.8. Number 4 is exactly right. The 4-time gold medalist of the European Championships, Irina Slutskaya. Slutskaya in first place. It's Butirskaya who has to settle for the silver. Victoria Volchkova the bronze. That is the exact same podium as last year's European Championships. And right now, Peter has made his way over to have a word with the champion. Peter?
Thank you, Terry. Irina having a good time back here. You just picked up your 4th European title and you smiled all the way through. How did your performance feel?
I feel good because I skated just 1 week before Europeans. I was sick and I lay, 1 week with big temperature, and I'm so happy. First time when I go on the ice after when I was sick, first what I think, oh my God, how I will skate, because I'm going like this, and I'm so happy I can concentrate and do on the ice good thing.
You're known for your triple-triple combinations. Do you intend to do those jumps at the World Championships?
Yes, of course. I will be work more, and I think I don't go sick again. And I will try it, and I think I will do it.
Well, good luck to you at the Worlds.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thanks.
Terry, back to you.
All right, Peter, thank you. A great boost of confidence for Irina Slutskaya heading into the World Championships, and that's when we will see you next. Our coverage here on ABC Sports, March 24th and 25th from Vancouver. Well, 4 champions have been crowned here at the European Championships. For our producer, Kathy Cook, our director, Jaime Bravo. For Peggy Fleming, Peter Carruthers, I'm Terry Gannon. So long from Bratislava, Slovakia. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com. Keyword ABC Sports. This is a presentation of ABC Sports, continuing the tradition of excellence.